One of the most intriguing new locations in Project Zomboid's Build 42 update has to be the March Ridge Bunker. It seems like a really cool and secure spot to make your base with its double gates and large underground space. But I'm here today to tell you why it's actually the worst base location I've come across and why you should never go there. First of all, to actually get to the bunker and be able to effectively start setting it up as a base, a decent amount of work is required. You need to travel from wherever you spawned at to March Ridge where it's located. This is of course only after you've survived long enough to prepare yourself with everything you might need for the journey and setting up said base. Once you finally get there, you're gonna have to spend a lot of your time clearing out the streets of March Ridge leading up to the school where the bunker is located in order to even be able to comfortably reach it and get inside safely. This may seem like your average Project Zomboid experience so far, but to the unsuspecting player, all of this work will prove to be for nothing once you actually try to get inside and start setting up the bunker as your base. Two things you will immediately notice upon approaching the March Ridge bunker are, for one, there is no pavement leading up to it, forcing you to leave your vehicle parked in the back of the school, which is likely holding all your stuff you want to bring inside. Unless you want to risk getting your car stuck in the bushes, you will need to walk all the way out through the set of gates and to the back of the school in order to unload your vehicle. The other thing is that when you walk up to the entrance of the bunker, there is a very high chance that you will notice at least one zombie has spawned inside of the sloped grassy wall on the outside of the bunker. This can be extremely annoying because you'll constantly be hearing zombie noises and they will even try to attack you through the walls. Even though they cannot hurt you, nobody likes getting a mini heart attack every time they leave their base. Of course, the only way to get rid of any zombies inside of there is to load up the game in debug mode, no-clip through the wall, and kill them. This will then leave a lovely floating blood stain outside of the bunker that you can't clean up. These things aren't even the worst of it. Now we're starting to reach the point where it gets really bad. Alright, so now you think you're ready to head inside and see what's in store for you. Well, I hope that you found a crowbar on your way to March Ridge and also that you have the Common Sense mod by Braven installed, because get ready to deal with 4 locked garage doors, including the main entrance. It is possible to find the key to the entry door of the bunker, but that's it. So if you're in vanilla, you will need to destroy the remaining 3 garage doors underground, effectively ruining the security of this highly secure bunker. Once you're inside, there are luckily no zombies to deal with, but there's also absolutely nothing to loot. This might not be a big deal to some since the plan is to stock the place up with your own resources, but for those who are just coming here to loot, it might feel like a lot of hassle for absolutely no reward. Okay, so you've cleared your path into the bunker and somehow carried all of your things down from your car before the power went out if you're lucky. But what do you do once the power does go out? Well, of course, your immediate thought would be to place a generator down on the outside of the bunker and fill it with fuel. But once you turn it on and go down to check out your newly lit up base, you'll get down about 3 levels before the power stops working. When Build 42 was released, there was a bug preventing generators from powering basements. They had apparently fixed this glitch in one of the hotfixes, but now instead of not working at all, it just only works 3 levels down for some reason. To fix this now, you need another mod called Build 42 Fix Generators Bunkers Skyscrapers by Raxar. This mod will allow generator power to reach all the way to the bottom level of the bunker. So that's cool, you solved the problem, right? Well, now when you go down into the bunker to check it out, you will realize that the power is reaching all the way to the bottom, but that still doesn't change the fact that a generator only has a limited radius. So if you put the generator outside next to the front door, power will only reach right up to the room at the end of the hall that you will enter before going into the main bunker living area. So because of this, you now need to place a second generator on the surface above the center of the underground area. This forces you to put the second generator right about here in a very open spot which attracts tons of zombies, making it likely that both sets of your gates will end up being destroyed. To make matters worse, even with the generator placed in this central location, it still does not reach the far left and far right rooms of the bunker, which are the bathrooms. I suppose it isn't that bad, but it's definitely an annoyance. Of course, if the power is difficult with this base, getting clean water plumbed into it wouldn't be much easier. In fact, I believe it's actually impossible to do that right now, so that's another problem in itself. If you were to decide to live here, you would have to get your water from rain barrels on the surface and constantly bring it downstairs to boil it. So let's review. If you want to live in the March Ridge Bunker, you will need multiple mods to even use it, including a mod to get past the 4 locked garage doors and a mod to make it so that the generators can actually reach the bottom level. You also need at least 2 generators to make it livable, but probably 3 if you're going to want power in every single room. And this is of course not to mention all of the minor inconveniences like those multiple generators that you need attracting hordes of zombies to break down your gates, the zombies that spawn in the walls on the outside of the entrance, the fact that there's no pavement leading up to it, and all of the work that is required to even get prepared to reach this location. So knowing all of this, do you still want to try and live in the March Ridge Bunker? I know I, for one, will not be coming back here until they figure out a fix for a lot of these things. Maybe they can add a special and unique generator within the bunker that is big enough to power the whole thing, so as long as you have it fueled, the bunker will power itself. They also need to figure out how to plumb clean water into lower levels. I know that they have mentioned in past Thursdoids that they might add an actual wiring and piping system for fluids and electricity, so that might be the solution we're waiting for. But I hope this video helped save some time for any of you guys who are thinking about making your base in the March Ridge Bunker during your next run. Don't get me wrong, it's still possible to live here if you're willing to use mods, but even then, it's not optimal. I guess I can say that you should not visit here at least for now. Once they fix things, this bunker could prove to be a really fun place to live in the world of Project Zomboid, especially when multiplayer arrives. And that's all I have to say about this place for now. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all soon.